Management of ischemic stroke, it depends on the time. It is time dependent strategy. So time is of the essence for management of a stroke. Spot the sign for stroke symptoms and rush to the nearby hospitals, that is stroke ready hospital, as soon as possible. Preferably it should be the patient should reach hospital within 4.5 hours.
Time is precious and time is the brain. So if there is a stroke, you have to come early, because stroke is one of the major concern in northeast part, basically in Assam and other state of the northeast states.
B for balance. If there is any abnormality in balance that is of sudden onset, that could be a first sign of stroke. Then comes the eyes. Any problem with the eyesight, that in the form of blurring of vision, that can be in the one eye or it can be both eyes. Then comes the face. Any deviation in the face or in the asymmetry in the face, you should remember that could be a sign of stroke. Then any weakness in the arms or legs. Then speech, any slurring of speech or difficulty in repeating a sentence, that could be a sign of stroke again. And most important thing is the T, that is time.
We have a stroke team in which if the patient comes to us within 6 hours, we immediately do a CT scan and to differentiate between a hemorrhagic and an infarct. If there's a hemorrhagic stroke, then we of course don't do much and it's conservative management. But if it is an infarct and an ischemic stroke, then we can take them up for either first thrombolysis, IV thrombolysis, and then for mechanical thrombectomy. So we have our facility to do mechanical thrombectomy. Then once we see that there's a large vessel occlusion in a CT angio, we can take the patient to the DSA lab and reach the thrombus, especially if it is in M1, M2, A1 or A2, and then take them out by either a penumbra suction system or we can take it out with a solitaire stent.
Stroke is a critical condition that demands swift action. There are certain conditions in case of stroke where neurosurgical intervention are required, like in case of a large intracerebral hematoma, in case of large infarct with brain swelling, and there we can do decompressive craniectomy. In case of carotid plaque, to prevent further stroke, we can do carotid endarterectomy. And in certain cases of like vascular anomalies like AVM, aneurysmal rupture, there also neurosurgical interventions can be done.
A stroke is one of the most important causes of morbidity and mortality in the world today, and hypertension is the #1 risk factor responsible for strokes, both hemorrhagic and ischemic strokes.
It's a universally accepted fact that people with type 2 diabetes, obesity and hypertension are more prone to have stroke, that is cerebrovascular accident. So one should always try to prevent stroke in this high-risk group of population.